Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Parashah of Parshat Vayigash, after 22 years, Joseph reveals himself to his brothers. The brothers are shocked. They had thought he had died, and here he was standing before them, the viceroy of Egypt. The brothers embrace, they cry, and Joseph says to his brothers, now go back home to Jacob, bring him back to me. Bring down your family so that they can be able to maintain themselves and sustain themselves during this time of famine. The brothers pack up their bags and they start heading towards back to the land of Canaan. And Joseph stops them and says, Al tirgazu baderech, do not get emotional on the journey. And the question is, what was the emotion that they were going to get involved with? Rashi raises a couple of options. Number one, he says, don't get involved in halachic debates as you're heading back to the land of Israel. What debates would they have had? We know the brothers would analyze different topics, and they came to their different decisions. For example, what to do with the city of Shechem, what to do with Joseph, and their decisions were not always that clear. They never consulted with Jacob, their father. They instituted laws as they saw fit. And as we know, the decision about Joseph led to separation of the families for 22 years. Al tirgazu baderech, do not get hot and bothered on the way. What does that mean? When you come back to Joseph, to the land of Canaan, you're going to have to tell Abba, my father, Jacob, that you're alive, that I'm alive. How are you going to do that? Are you going to burst in there telling Joseph's alive? He's not going to believe you after 22 years. You need to walk in quietly, calmly, think about how you're going to break the news to him. Al tirgazu baderech, do not rush quickly back, but take your time. Consider how you're going to answer this question of how to reveal the name that I'm alive to your father, to our father. But I believe there's another explanation. Al tirgazu baderech, don't get emotional on the journey. We have two concepts. One's called journey and one's called destination. Event and lead up to event. Now, how many times do we have in our lives, do we know of amazing events that are going to happen in our lives? It could be a wedding. It could be a family gathering. For the first time, everyone's gathering together. And when we get together, the imagination, it's going to be brilliant. All the family gathered, sitting around the table, singing, reflecting, reminiscing, recalling the great times of the past. And then as you're sitting there, someone's phone goes, or the waiter does something, and it just sets one person off. They lose their cool, they get a bit angry, and then they start snapping, and this one starts getting angry. And all of a sudden, what was supposed to be a beautiful, amazing, special moment descends into anger, recriminations, and eventually separation. And everyone goes their separate ways, goes, now I remember why we never got together. Joseph says to the brothers, Al tirgazu baderech, this meeting is too important. Getting back to our father, telling him I'm alive, bringing him back down, reuniting the family. That is the goal. Remember the goal. So don't let things on the way upset you, distress you, get you emotional, that you lose sight of the goal at the end. And I believe that this is such an important message. Al tirgazu baderech. Because there's always going to be frustrations in the lead up to an event. Whether it be a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a family gathering, a big corporate event. Always there's going to be this emotion as we're going on the journey. And what he said in that moment of anger or that moment of emotion can destroy the event itself for that particular person or for people around. Al tirgazu baderech, said Joseph, don't lose sight. Don't get angry, because what we're trying to achieve is so beautiful. Don't muck it up on the way. This is a lesson, I believe, that we should have emboldened, emblazoned in front of us always. Because we do get caught up in the minute actions, the side issues, the journey. And we forget about what the destination is meant to look like. Al tirgazu baderech, says Joseph to his brothers. And certainly is a message we should all take to heart. Shabbat Shalom. Hi, this is Rabbi Lewin. If you've enjoyed the content of the sermons and the ideas that have been expressed in the YouTube video, please hit that subscription button and notification bell, and share the videos with friends. We'd love to grow the channel and love to engage with you. Please share your comments in the section below. I'd love to hear from you. Have an amazing day.